Hey everyone, Sonic 10 Generations, Shadow Generations, Sonic X, whatever. Sonic and Shadow Generations is absolutely awesome on the deck, and I have no idea why it's not already verified, as it definitely deserves it. This is one of the best looking, best running games I've seen on the Steam Deck for some time, and one of the most flawless games released as well. There seems to be 3 games rolled into one, with Act 1 being a more side-scroller action for Sonic Generations, with the Act 2s being more the 3D style, with kind of a mix between side-scrolling and 3D front, back and all over the place, but it is absolute chaos. Now, I can't say I'm the greatest at platformer games in general, but this does seem to be about 80% luck once you even know the levels, so that you know where you're going. In between levels, there is a massive section for you to be able to jump around and explore and do challenges, so not quite sure where the short completion time's coming from this, because there is just so much to it. Running this on the highest graphic settings, it is capped at 60 frames per second, so there's not much you can do there. Just turn VSync off, lock your Steam Deck to 60 and have an absolutely fantastic time. Online mode is also working perfectly well, and you can be utterly disappointed at how your best runs put you in the 200th bracket. While that's on the Sonic Generation side anyway, things are a little bit tougher when we go into the dark world of Shadow Generations, and the music is absolutely to die for in this game. Shadow music is just absolutely awesome. Sonic's music's pretty good, but Shadow definitely has the edge here. Much bigger world to dive around in, and you'll notice that the FPS does dive somewhat very quickly on this one, keeping the highest graphic settings though. This can push up to 120 frames per second, just not on the Steam Deck. We are going to keep the highest graphic settings though with TAA anti-aliasing, because anything really lower actually looks pretty rubbish, and turn that VSync off. This does look and perform absolutely phenomenally, however you will not get 60 frames per second solid in the shadow areas. Just look at how graphically intense this map is. This isn't even one of the most graphically intense either. You'll see why when I go to the online mode, but my recommendation here is to just cap your deck at 45 frames per second, keeping that highest graphic settings, and you will have an absolute whale of a time with super stable performance, and you're not going to be looking at that frame per second counter anyway, but by locking it at 45 it will stay smooth and make you not even worry about it in the slightest. As you can see, even the first level that this actually dives you into, online or offline, is absolutely visually stunning. You do dip down into the low 40s quite regularly, so just cap it at 45 and you're going to have an absolute blast on this. Already got over 1,500 overwhelmingly positive reviews, and it doesn't officially release until the 25th. So if you want to dive into the premium access, I would definitely say it's worth it. But if you are wanting to save a little bit of money, you can definitely do that too, as this game isn't going anywhere anytime soon. I fully expect this to actually get the verified Steam Deck tick very soon, but for now, you can at least dive in knowing it's running perfectly fine on the deck. Let us know in the comments below if you're going to be picking this one up. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.